T.Y. Hilton rounds out the top 10. I have him at 10. Jason and Mike at 11. Last year he was banged up, fought through it to end the season. Kind of surprising in the games he played, he only busted 7% of the time. That's kind of been the MO for Hilton, is that he's had kind of the up and down situation. But Andrew Luck returned with a vengeance. 1,270 yards, 6 touchdowns, 120 targets, 76 receptions. This despite missing 3 games and being banged up for a number of them. Highest catch rate percentage of his career, highest yards per game of his career. Ask the same question that you just asked Mike Evans. Would you be comfortable walking into the season with T.Y. Hilton as your number 1?
No. I don't believe I would. I like T.Y. Hilton. I mean, he's a wide receiver 1 in my rankings, but if you look back, I love what Frank Reich is doing for the Colts as a team, as an offense. He's clearly Andrew Luck's 1. So you could be fine, but you're not excited because you look back at T.Y. Hilton's history and you go, okay, he's been in the league a long time. He's had Andrew Luck for a long time, and you've only had really 3 years ago when he finished as the wide receiver number 5.
Yeah, but 2 years ago he didn't have Andrew Luck.
Sure, he was bad then, but the year before that when he had him and Andrew Luck was there, he finishes the wide receiver 21. 11 the year before, 14 this past year, granted in 14 games. It's just one of those things where I look at him as a back-end 1 or a really, really high-end 2, but I don't see him as the target hog that I want as my wide receiver 1 that I'm confident is going to finish
Will you
as a top 10 guy.
While we talk about him, Jay, will you pull up the splits and tell me what he finished from weeks 10 on as a wide receiver? I'm just curious because obviously those first couple games of the year, he was actually okay. Got injured for 3 of 5 games, but Andrew Luck was kind of figuring things out downfield. I'm curious what he was from weeks 10 on. I'm not sure it's very high. It might be kind of right around where we have him ranked, but I am kind of curious.
Number 5.
Okay, so he's the number 5. That's kind of what I was wondering is once we saw him with Andrew Luck, and Andrew Luck was comfortable, he was back, he was doing what he was trying to do. I mean, that's a pretty good sample size from weeks 10 on.
Yeah, I mean, but you also
and I think
have to
that's
keep in
his
mind,
ceiling. I think wide receiver 5 is in the cards for T.Y. Hilton.
I think that is his ceiling, but you have to keep in mind they were dealing with a lot of injuries. They had no number 2 whatsoever. Doyle was gone, and they had a rotation of a couple different guys.
Do they have a number 2 now?
I like to hear him say that they had no number 2.
Well, I mean, Eric Ebron was pretty
realize
good.
you just besmirched Eric Ebron.
No, Eric Ebron is not a number 2 wide receiver. Yes, I apologize,
number 2
Eric
option.
Ebron.
Number 2
you
option.
are not a good enough wide receiver 2 in mine or Mike's
Called
eyes.
him a turd. I heard it.
I have never done no such thing. I stood by him when he was a turd.
Number 1, DeAndre Hopkins. Number 2, Devontae Adams. Number 3, Julio Jones.
You just yes, I did. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. Edit that out. It's never happened.
Just remember, there was a time. Number 4, Michael Thomas. Number 5, Odell Beckham Jr. Number 6, Tyreek Hill. Juju Smith-Schuster at number 7. Antonio Brown at 8. Mike Evans 9. T.Y. Hilton 10. And we will cover numbers 11 through as many as we can get through on Thursday's show. Oh, what a day. Oh, hey, thanks for watching that highlight clip. If you want to see the whole video, you can click down there. If you want to subscribe, you can click over there. That's about all I have for you.